named the dome for practical reasons, but it's occasional, because it would be the only way to get rid of central weight that would drag the dome at the ground. And it would use a light, versatile material, which would be bricks. Now, everything starts and gets to an end, even stone, even marble. Now, that dome is made of bricks. Now, bricks are even more fragile than stone. It was built in a perfect way, but it was never projected to have 150 people going up and down every 45 minutes, 7 days a week. So what you see, it's bandage. I call it bandage on, let me say, on a broken wound. It is. You can't have those many people going up and down, because the last part of the dome is actually on those bricks. Because what we're looking at is the thinner dome. The dome is made of 8 identical pieces, each one independent from the others. Each one built with bricks. Bricks are made of ground, made of dust, made of dirt, so that it would be light and versatile material. Because in order to limit the amount of scaffolding, which was a problem, not just because of the size of the height, but because still in the following century, that is the 1400s, we were affected by losing 70% of the population, so the Black Plague of so we were still short in carpenters. So Filippo Brunelleschi, for different reasons, understood that he had to build something which would be light, okay, and which would be independent from central weight. And it would be 8 thick pieces in the interior of the church. The dome, which is the actual real dome, not visible from the outside. And then it would be the exterior, inner shell. Each section, each of the thicker 8 pieces, and each of the 8 exterior pieces, built with bricks of different size and different shape, arranged in what you call herringbone pattern, which means in order to limit the amount of scaffoldings, each brick leans on the next one and supports the previous one. So that all at once he built the 8 thicker pieces, the 8 thinner pieces, to complete the dome by 1346 when the church was inaugurated. But there was still one piece missing, and it's the lantern. The lantern is the white on top that was built exactly like following. Even if it was given its location around 1474-75, which means 30 years later, the death of Brunelleschi, more than 30 years later, the completion of the actual. The lantern in that size, in that shape, in that weight, is the last piece that is a keystone that holds the balance of Brunelleschi's last architecture, that about a century later would be modeled for Michelangelo's dome that tops St. Peter's. But it's the last piece. You've seen the first one, the porch of the Hospital of the Innocents. You've been told about a coeval, but private, inside the Church of San Lorenzo. Now you're looking at the last piece. Brunelleschi is the one that teaches others how to build using geometrical rules, that all at once they are linked with the ancient world and the reflection of the divine. After all, the eager, unfinished bodies of the slaves that you see inside the academy, they were were meant to be under St. Peter's stone, receiving light from above. And the concept of light is absolutely essential both in religion and in philosophy. It's a beautiful, positive energy that comes from above and sets us free from sin. And that explains the willing action of getting rid of that everlasting barrier, which is our human nature, and that is spiritual. In the 1400s, we went through a parallel concept, which doesn't contradict with the other. Because our spirit is our Christian soul. Both of them belong to a common place from where they fell and their eager to go back. So these are deep concepts that you find nowhere else out, and that you find in the verticalities of Brunelleschi stone. It's a keystone that wants a weight and balance, but it's also symbolically the light of Christ carried on crown. These are those red eyes that they speak for Virgin Mary, that is a gate. So there is a, you don't need, what I'm saying as an art historian,